everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Shelly's Millions. In today's California unemployment update, I wanted to try and address all of your top questions in one video. I've made a lot of shorter videos on a lot of these topics, but rather than send you searching around for those, I thought I would just try and answer the most common questions in one video. If you like this style video, let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll start doing one of these with the top questions every week. If you want to skip around to different parts of this video and get to your specific unemployment claim question, I am going to timestamp this in the description down below so that you can easily find the question that you need answered. And I wanted to take a minute and just thank everybody. The channel's really grown a lot actually in the last week or two, so welcome everyone that's new. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And with that, take a moment, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it really does help the channel reach more people, and I hope that you guys are finding these videos helpful. Today's Saturday, January 9th, and these are the most common questions that I've been receiving on my channel regarding unemployment over the past week. So those questions are, how do I know if I'm on PUA unemployment, the PEUC extension, Fed Ed extension, or just regular unemployment? How long will it take to verify my identity if my account was suspended? Will everyone have to verify their ID? Why do I still see the maximum benefits paid message on my UI Online homepage? When can I certify again for benefits? And I just made a video on that yesterday, but it definitely needs some clarification. Do I need to open a new unemployment claim? When we certify again, will we get paid retroactively? And when will California start paying the extra $300 payments? And if you stick around and watch to the end of the video, I'm going to answer a couple of common questions I get about myself and the channel. So the first question that I get a lot is, what type of unemployment claim do I have? Do I have a PUA claim? How do I know if I'm on the PEUC extension? What's the difference? So generally, if you have a PUA unemployment claim, that either means that you were self-employed or you didn't have enough wage history to otherwise qualify for a traditional unemployment claim. You also may have been switched to PUA if you did not qualify for the Fed Ed extension. So where can you actually see? One way is if you look at your claim and your benefit year says that it ends on December 31st. That is a very good sign that you have a PUA unemployment claim. The other way to check and see is you're going to go to your UI Online account. You're going to go to Claim History. Then to the right, you're going to click Transactions. And once you click Transactions, you're going to click your most recent payment. And it should say payment type. This is my claim. It says PEUC. My last payment was a PEUC extension payment. So that's where you're going to see whether you have PEUC, UI, Fed Ed, and for those of you on PUA, sometimes it actually says DUA, which stands for Disaster Unemployment Assistance. Typically, that's for someone that is unemployed due to like a fire or an earthquake or something like that. But because they're considering COVID a type of disaster, it's possible that it says Disaster Unemployment Assistance, DUA, under payment type. The next thing a lot of you are experiencing is that after you certified for unemployment benefits on December 27th, you still haven't been paid, and you want to know how long is it going to take to verify your identity and have those payments switch from pending to paid. So it is my understanding that if it still says pending, you at least need to call the EDD, even if you never got a letter asking you to verify your ID, even if you don't have the link yet. They were supposed to notify everybody, but of course they dropped the ball and didn't. It's my understanding they're going to continue sending out the link to verify your identity through January 14th, and they're saying it should take about 30 days from the time you upload your identity verification documents to get that payment switched from pending to paid. You should be able to certify the whole time, and once they clear up your identity verification issues, that's when that's going to switch from pending to paid. I know that that's still a really long time, and I've heard lots of different time frames. I've heard in as few as 7 business days from the time you upload your identity documents to as long as 6 weeks. But 30 days seems to be what the EDD is telling different government officials and news outlets. So I'm hoping that it really does clear up in 30 days or less for you guys. And that kind of leads us right into our next question, which is everyone going to have to verify their ID? Not necessarily. However, there is new guidance in the new stimulus bill and the guidance from the DOL, the Department of Labor, where all new PUA claims are going to need to verify their identity. And the bill wants each state to increase its fraud prevention measures. One of the best ways to prevent fraud is by verifying people's ID. Plus, California is such a litigious state, they're usually really careful about trying to make sure that everyone's treated fairly. So I think eventually down the line, it's possible that we may all be asked to verify our ID. It's not definite. It's not something that you need to worry about unless you've specifically been asked to verify your ID and or unless you're pending. If you're pending but you haven't been asked to verify your ID, go ahead and call the EDD and see what they recommend. But I want the rest of you guys, even if you haven't been pending, if you haven't been asked to verify your ID, on the one hand, I don't want you to worry about it, but on the other hand, I want you to be prepared. There was really no rhyme or reason that I could see for all of the accounts that got suspended. So I want you guys to make sure that you have a current driver's license that's not expired or a current passport, because they won't accept expired IDs. So just take a glance at the approved verification documents. Make sure that you have something that will work so that if that's ever requested of you, you can upload it right away, which will then hopefully fast track you to getting paid if they ever ask for ID verification. A lot of you are frustrated because when you log onto your UI online accounts, it still says maximum benefits paid. That is normal as of right now. The EDD is in the process of updating our claims. I'm expecting that message won't change until they've updated it. They've said that they're going to start rolling out those updates starting this coming Monday, which would be January 11th, and that they're going to continue to do so for the next 2 weeks. So that would kind of end January 24th on Sunday. A lot of you are also asking me, but Shelly, it's saying that UI Online is going to be down for maintenance tonight. So is it possible that even though they're saying it won't be ready until Monday, that we'll actually be able to certify tomorrow, Sunday, January 10th? And yes, it is possible. That's why I mentioned in the last video about how they actually did that with the last $300 LWA payments. They said they weren't going to be ready until such and such a date, and they actually came about 4 days early for a lot of people. So it is possible that that's why they're taking the site down for maintenance today. It's also possible that they're doing something completely unrelated. They also are about in the time frame where they need to upload our 1099-Gs for our taxes. So it's possible they're just uploading those to our UI online accounts. I don't pretend to know what they do when they do those updates. All I know is that in writing they've said that they'll start updating our claims on Monday and continue for the next 2 weeks. So if we get to certify early, that would certainly be a bonus and that would be great, but that's not what they've said. The other thing that I need to mention about that, because it definitely wasn't clear in yesterday's video, is if you log onto your UI online account and you see you have no weeks to certify, the next time you can certify or check back is 1/10/2021, then yes, you will be able to certify. So that should right now only be people in their first 26 weeks of a regular unemployment claim or who have already started their Fed Ed extension. If you've started your Fed Ed extension already, or you're still in the first 26 weeks of your unemployment claim, you're going to be able to certify and get paid as usual. And I'm sorry that that wasn't clear yesterday. So if you see a date that you can certify, you can certify. If it says pending still from the week ending the 27th, you're going to still be able to certify, but you won't be able to get paid until they clear up whatever issue is causing it to stay pending. I kind of alluded to this in the last question, but when can we certify again? We don't know yet. The EDD has only said that starting January 11th and over the course of the next 2 weeks, they're going to be updating our claims. So it really could be any time between January 11th and January 24th. The next question a lot of you have is, do I need to open a new unemployment claim? That depends. If you were on PUA, no, you do not need to try and open a new claim. If you are on some other type of unemployment or extension, as long as you're still within your benefit year, you do not need to try and open a new claim. It will all be automatic. Well, how do you know when your benefit year is? It's about a year after you open your initial claim. So for me, I opened my claim March 15th of 2020. So my benefit year won't end until, I don't know, March 14th of 2021. It's a year after you first open your claim. If you are within your benefit year, it doesn't matter what stage of extensions you're currently on, you don't need to open a new claim. If your benefit year is over, so if it has been a year or more since you started getting benefits, call the EDD to double verify this. But everything that I'm reading and hearing, and this is a screenshot straight from the EDD, if your benefit year has expired, they do want you to try and apply for a new claim. If you qualify for a new claim, then you get a new 26 weeks of unemployment. If you don't qualify for a new claim, that's when potentially they would add more weeks of Fed Ed, more weeks of PEUC. It gets a little tricky and I'm going to need to make a dedicated video for that. But just know if you've had a claim open for longer than a year, the EDD probably does want you to try and open a new claim. So call them to confirm that, but that would be my recommendation. If you were completely out of your benefit year, 1 year after you opened your new claim, my recommendation, and I'm just some girl on YouTube, is to open a new claim if that's what the EDD recommends after you call and confirm. The next question I get a lot is, when will California start paying out the extra $300 unemployment boost? Well, they actually already have started paying out that $300 unemployment boost, but only to people on regular unemployment claims within their first 26 weeks or people that are already on the Fed Ed extension. So, and that's all obviously also any claims that aren't stuck in pending. For the rest of us, we won't start to see those $300 unemployment boost until we're able to certify for benefits again. And that leads us right into the next question, which is, will we be paid retroactively? And the answer to that is yes. We will get paid retroactively to the week starting December 27th. That's when all the new extensions kick in according to the new stimulus bill. So once we can certify, we'll go all the way back to the week that started December 27th and ended January 2nd, and we'll get the $300 boost for all of those weeks as well whenever we're able to certify again. So it'll be retroactive in the sense that it goes back to December 27th. Now on to the slightly more personal stuff. Recently it's come up that Shelly's Millions is a little bit of a cheesy name for the channel, and I don't necessarily disagree. I had originally wanted this to be a finance channel. I had never dreamed that I'd still be talking about unemployment almost a year after starting the channel, but here we are. I'm still furloughed. The pandemic is still raging on, and the California EDD is still messing everything up on a regular basis. But I want to be a millionaire, so the channel will eventually merge into a finance channel where I share with you guys my journey towards becoming a millionaire. I actually used to say that at the beginning of all the videos, but I've tried to cut right to the chase for you guys, so I started dropping that. My last name is not Millions, so yes, that is not my last name. And yeah, it's a little cheesy, but I don't know. You know, sometimes you make these choices and then you're too far in to make a change. So Shelly's Millions it is. And the last question that I get an awful lot is, why do you recommend Webull and investing in stock and all of that to people that are on unemployment? And it is because I have goals of being a millionaire, and it is because I still think that the American dream is possible. I have a video about my history and my background. I grew up very, very poor. One of the best ways to get out of the cycle of poverty is to start getting into the habit of investing. So yes, I realize that for the vast majority of us right now, we're not able to invest in stocks. But I want you guys to be inspired to save your money, to invest your money. And I love getting free stuff. And 4 free stocks is like not a bad deal. You don't really have to risk any of your own money. You can put your $100 in, take your $100 right back out after you get your 4 free stocks, and you can use those stocks and watch how they rise on days when the market's doing well and fall on the days when the market does bad, and kind of get a feel for how the stock market works without actually putting any money of your own into the stock market. So I recommend putting your $100 in, taking it right back out after you get your own 4 free stocks, and just get in the habit of trying to invest or trying to save, because I really think that's what's going to elevate us and like hopefully prevent us from winding up in this situation where we're so stressed out about when the EDD is going to give us our next unemployment payment in the future. Even if you can't do it now, it's just something that I want people to think about and that I really believe in. And I wish that I would have started investing and understanding about investing much sooner on in my life. So I don't want you to lose money. I'm not telling you to go gamble your money. Don't get into these crazy deals. Put your money in, take it out, see what your free stocks do until you're in a different place, you understand more about stocks. And eventually I'll get to those videos, but first it's going to take the EDD getting their act together so that things with unemployment slow down enough that I can make those videos. All right, everybody, I will see you tomorrow morning when I go live, Sunday at 11 a.m. Let me know if you liked the video with hopefully most of your current questions all in one format, or if you prefer the shorter videos that just address each topic. All right, thank you guys so much for watching Shelly's Minds. I'll see you next time.